Saleroso, sí señor Vino.
The Writing Center was developed to assist students across all disciplines with all of their writing needs, whether it starts with a resume or application letter to grad school, all the way up to in-class assignments for specific disciplines. And we're there to help students with all of those writing assignments and opportunities. Well, we try to first and foremost create kind of a family-friendly environment. We don't want it to seem like, oh, you're here because you have problems. That's totally not true. And we want it to seem that it's, we're here to help, we're here to do things that establish kind of a rapport between tutors and students, not as I'm here to fix your paper, I'm here to work with you instead. And so what the students can expect is, kind of one-on-one tutoring, where the tutor will sometimes read the paper first, or maybe they'll read the paper with the student together, and then they'll work on the issues that the tutor deems the most prevalent or what the student wants to work on.
Sometimes it's not that they don't know what their content is, it's just they don't know how to say it and how to convey their ideas to other people.
We tend to focus on what we call the global issues of writing. Being able to not necessarily understand the specific topics of the writing assignments, but rather address, the general writing of the student, and that includes content, organization.
Like students we tutor, sometimes you strike up a friendship with them and they come back to you, and you just kind of create these bonds with people. You just a person comes in and you're talking about commas and you're laughing about, oh, you put too many commas, or oh, you're missing like all of them. So, I mean, that's just the way it is.
Because if you're thinking, oh my God, it's a torture chair, right? I'm going to be sore in 10 minutes. You're going to do everything to avoid it, right? The mañana. But this way, if it's, okay, I can sit there. And if they have strategies then to write, they're just going to start learning more and more on how to write and do it themselves. Because that's the important thing. I can talk about it all day to somebody, but as I tell students and when I do individual workshops, is that the things that I'm going to talk about and ask you to do is you have to do them and learn how to adapt and adjust within them and reflect upon them to make the changes. Because
one of the challenges that is at the top of our list right now is what we call writing across the discipline, in being able to help all students with their writing assignments and being able to help all professors establish and create writing assignments for their classes. Since writing is such an integral part of the college experience, we don't want to diminish, writing in the sciences, where people think that, well, you're a science major, you don't have to do a lot of writing. That's not true. And so we want to be able to assist all the disciplines with their writing assignments.
I've just, focused on what are the needs in these classes. And so I don't think that, we can resolve everything. I mean, that would be an impossibility. But I think that if we can come up with some of the partnerships that I was talking about with faculty, that we can go a long way in targeting writing challenges and issues that students have. And so instead of doing the same thing over and over, and it's also then an evolving thing, is to see what are some of the challenges that students have, and it's going to be discipline by discipline. Well, one of the, in that student assessment, so I've got hundreds of quotes from students of, liking the students. I mean, and they range from anything from, one of them said, I like something, his blue shoes. Just ones like that, to more substantive. So they talk about the student, helped me, not only with what I came in for, but to see things that I didn't see that the essay needed work on. So I think that there's tons of stories that we do have, anecdotes, if you will. I mean, tons, when I say tons, hundreds, maybe even thousands, because we were keeping even those in hard copy for a long time. So, I mean, they happen pretty regularly. You just hear, see happy students coming through pretty regularly. I like working with data, and so I don't mind. I think a lot of people sometimes are reluctant to. But as I see it, it does give me a way to kind of see what's working, what's not working, and how to hone our resources in a very refined way. So it's very helpful. We've been able to get a grant from, it's through IT, I think, it's through student IT funds, because the Writing Center is not funded from student fees, and it's only funded from the Liberal Arts College, even though we serve all 7 colleges on campus. So it's one of the ways that I'm hoping to open up the other colleges with the data to say we're serving all of these students, so we would appreciate the funding that would go right into tutors to serve more students.
I would like to tell students that this is a chance for them to get the writing help, whether they think they need it or not. Come and get your paper revised, because it's an important academic tool to learn how to revise and create good writing for all of your classes, regardless of whether or not you're a history, English, bioscience, nursing major. Come and get your writing revised and learn how to do it, so that when you go out into the workforce, you have that tool available to you.
First of all, it's not the University Writing Center is not a scary place to come into. If anything, I would encourage students to come and take a peek in the door and see that there's no screaming, no torture going on, that people are actually laughing, talking loudly. I encourage that. And we have online tutoring going on, we have face-to-face tutoring going on, we have group tutoring going on. So they'll see there are a lot of people like themselves who had to come for the first time and come back time and time again, because there's a lot of different ways that they can help. Bottom line is, do they want to have an opportunity to learn how to write better, and if it's not that big of a picture, how to get better grades, which is, as we know, all students want better grades. Come in and you have somebody who can help you for free. What do you have to lose?